my beautiful women. We have 3 days left into our 2 weeks challenge of my videos, and honestly, this is the first time from the whole 2 weeks that I'm filming this video very late. I don't even know what I'm gonna be able to edit it today and post it, but of course I'm going to do that. We switched our villa today in the same complex, but it still took a lot of time, so I have the same setup here, but let me show you. My view is a little bit different now. Yesterday I made this. I told you that I'm going to the masterclass, like painting one. By the way, all the process and everything I showed on my Instagram, so if you're interested and you want to a little bit know more about my life and all of my thoughts, please don't forget to subscribe and let's grow together. In today's video, honestly, I did not even know what to talk to you about until one of my videos got viral, and there's so many haters under this video. I just realized that this topic is probably very energetic, it has a lot of potential inside, because many people texted me that I'm not right. So I wanted to discuss this topic with you and listen and hear what you think about it, because my opinion stays the same. That was a reel where I was saying that the biggest red flag in a man is that when he is admiring you for working hard, and most of the people are not agreeing with me, which is absolutely fine. I do not really mind, but I really wanted to talk to you and discuss with you this topic and share my opinion a little bit more and wider, because I think it is really very important. Some of you probably have this issue as well, and I had it too, when I would be always doing something and complicating my life subconsciously so I could be approved by society, so I could tell, yeah, I did this, I went for that stuff, I got this results, but you know how hard I worked for that, how many sacrifices I had, how horrible this was, the whole path, it was so hard, I was working so hard, I've done so much work. This mindset is very toxic. So most of those people under my reel said that you're not right, you're the biggest red flag, it's good to work hard, you should be admired for that. And I just realized that in our world, in our society, no one is going to tell you that you're doing a great job, and no one is gonna socially approve you if everything that you've done in your life came to you very easy. If you enjoy in your life, if you say to everyone, there's nothing hard in my life, I love it, I enjoy it, I'm living such an amazing life, everything that I have, I got it very easy. And I feel like this is the biggest problem, because people are not being admired by enjoying their life, by being in the present moment. You're gonna be admired and get a lot of applauses only if, to get to the certain point, you sacrificed crazy amount of things, you got it for blood and sweat, and it was so hard for you to get there. But if you did, then you're good then that's amazing, because that means you worked hard, you're such a hard worker. Hard workers are being pat so much on their head. So most of the people, maybe if they could have done it easier, maybe if they could have get to their goals easier, they are not doing that subconsciously, because to get something easy, it is not worth it. You cannot be nice and good person and being pat on your head if something that you've done was very easy for you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Let me know down below in the comments, what do you think? I also lived in this paradigm and in this bubble for a very long time. I always thought that if I really want to get somewhere in life, I have to put a lot of hard work for that. I have to actually work so hard, I have to sacrifice everything. I don't have to sleep, I have to eat shit, I have to do so many things to just get somewhere where I want to get and to achieve my goals. Living in this state of fighting and being a warrior and struggling and have all of those pessimistic heavy things around you really drains you. It really intoxicates your life, because it's also very important to understand here that hard and easy does not exist. This is all perspective. Something that is very hard for me right now, for example, I want to have 100k followers. For a person who has 1 million followers, it's a piece of cake. Like, for them, it's very easy to do so because they already know the algorithm, they already know the plan, they already know everything. Or for the person who is making 1k, for example, a month, and it might be hard for him. For someone who makes 1,000 in an hour, it's an easy game. Like, there's nothing that is hard or easy that exists. It's only about your perspective. So instead of saying every time to yourself that, oh my God, something is very hard in my life. Oh my God, I struggle so much. Oh my God, I went through so much hardship. Instead of every time telling to yourself that life is hard, life is horrible, a lot of sacrifices, work hard, be hard, instead of doing all that and focusing on all that, understand that there is nothing hard in this world. There's only things that you do not know how to do yet. Let's say when you were 20 years old, you were making $500 a month. When you're 25, your salary probably grew already because you're developing, because you're learning a lot of skills, because you know how to do different, more complicated stuff, and obviously your salary is growing up. Yes, you had a lot of obstacles on your way. You had to learn new skills, new things. You had to develop, but when you achieved another number, for example, let's say now you're making 5,000, it's not a hard thing for you. You just know how to do it. You learn the algorithm, you learn the plan, and now it's easy. It's a piece of cake. So stop seeing the world white or black. I am not using those categories. Like, word hard does not come out of my mouth because this automatically tells to my brain, this automatically programs me on suffering, on being a victim, on something what is very hard. So everyone applauds to me because the life that I got, it was not easy. It was very hard. I want everyone to see that and to approve that. Do you see where I'm coming from? Like, all of those hard things are intoxicating your life and making you look and feel like a victim, because you always find the worst, the hardest paths in this life. So your parents, your friends, people around you, society could approve you and say that, yes, you're a good boy, you did a nice thing, because it was hard. I'm on this planet for a reason. My biggest mission that I gave to myself and that I said that I'm gonna follow for my whole life is to enjoy my life, is to not sacrifice anything and to not die and cry and always be a victim. I decided for myself that I am not going to suffer and struggle, never. This does not mean that I'm not going to have problems, obstacles, or issues on my way. This just means that I'm changing my mindset and I'm shifting my perspective of how I see those things. Because most of those hard things happen to people, as I said, that first of all cannot handle the task yet. So it's not hard, you just do not know how to do this yet, because when you're gonna learn how to do this, it's gonna be very easy for you and you can do this every day and you can multiply it and go on and on and on. I decided for myself that I am not struggling anymore. Anytime I want to go and cry to myself how bad and hard my life is, I'm waking up a little bit and explaining to myself that, for example, right now I want to have 100k followers of a beautiful women community. For me to do so, I have to be a different version of myself. For me to become a different version of myself, I have to learn some new skills. I have to go for different stages of being popular and famous. For example, do not care about people who hating me. Or for example, be more like myself on this YouTube channel, on my blog, on Instagram. I have to show myself. I do not have to feel guilty, or I should not be embarrassed by my own actions, my own thoughts. So like I have to be closer to myself, to my inner world, to give this and translate it in my blogs. So I have to be a different version of myself. And I do not see those things as problems or something hard, because I chose this path. I know that it's going to be a lot of things towards that, because I have to form as a different version of myself to be able to handle this capacity, to be able to handle this number of like 100,000 people or even more. For me to do so, I have to change my habits, change my mindset, and be a little bit different, better version of myself. And as I said, I do not see it as something hard. I see it as the different levels of the game. It's interesting for me to know myself, to get first stuff. It's interesting. It's never hard for me because I'm doing this because I love doing this. I'm posting videos every day because I love doing this. It's not hard for me. For someone, it could be a torture. For someone, it could be the worst job in the world. They would never want to do this. For me, it's not. So once again, it's all about perspective. If you every time tell yourself that everything is so hard, this university exam is so hard, my life is horrible, my partner is an abuser, blah, blah, blah. If you say all of this and you live in this struggle mode always, congratulations, you're a victim. And if you really want to change that, you have to take responsibility for your life, shift this mindset, and stop saying that everything around is a horrible torture for you. Start seeing your life as a very interesting adventure where you always learn, you always find something new, you always change this mindset, those different approaches like a Rubik's Cube, and enjoy more enjoy. Because I know that in our society, joy, be in the moment, be in present, be very slow, this is not cool. People around do not appreciate that. Because to be cool, you have to work 24/7. You have to only think about your career. You have to be like, a crazy superhuman. But also do not forget that we as a women, we live in this society that was created by men. All of this patriarchy world was created by men. And even men are not able sometimes to catch up and to actually live in this world that they made for themselves. So imagine women. We are competing with like millionaires and old guys, old men that are doing something in life and like going through with a lot of fights and sacrifices. Stop competing with them. You are not one of them. Your life could be amazing. Your life could be easy. Just see everything as easy stuff. Just change your perspective and look at the situation from the other side. Because if something really happens in your life and there's something that you see as an obstacle, a problem, you probably asked for that. You needed that to get to the next level. You needed that to learn some lessons from this situation and get better. Be on the next level of your spiritual journey. There's a lot of different perspectives of how you can see on any situation in this life, because any situation, anything what happens is zero. And it's only your choice to make it +1 or to make it -1. And it's only your choice to take responsibility for your life and upload right programs in your head, the same as we were talking in the last video. Upload the right beliefs, change all them, turn off and delete the viruses that you have that were uploaded there by your family, by different people when you were a child. So now like you live on automations by those beliefs and those things that one time were told to you and now they are intoxicating your life. It's only your choice. If you want your life to be hard and you want to be a warrior and you want to go through a lot of things only with struggle and all of this, horrible feeling of like, oh my God, I almost died every time. If you want to do this, you can do this. You have a choice. But you also have a choice to love your life, to enjoy it, to go for a lot of things and see it as a game, to choose not to be a victim and not to struggle. This is not a mandatory thing for everyone to tell you, oh my God, good boy, good girl, nice job. Start living for yourself, make your own decisions, and see how crazy this is going to change your life. This video was very emotionally charged because, as I told you, thank you very much for my haters because they opened my eyes on a very interesting topic. They could never change my mind, but maybe I hope I opened you a different vision and different angle on the situation. So maybe this will help you. That would be amazing. I hope so. So if you have any questions, any comments, anything, let me know down below in the comments. That would be very interesting to hear. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. There's way more interesting videos that are waiting for you. I wish you an amazing day and a very beautiful present moment. And I guess I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.